What's going on, traders? Yeah, just want to get on here and share the trading day with you. Getting into power hour here, getting everything kind of pulled up and ready to rock and roll. It's been kind of a hectic day for NASDAQ, but hopefully this recent downtrend is getting ready to turn around, so we can get a nice long position in. If we back out far enough here, a little bit longer time, kind of see we might be at a bull trap. I'm just doing a wait and see at the moment. I've been working at being less reactive, like a fish that's seen a shiny lure, and now I just have to attack it and bite it, or like face the fear of missing out. Yeah, so let me just double check, make sure the formatting and everything's like looking okay. I want to make sure these streams are like visually appealing for people that are watching, and so I think everything's looking pretty good. So yeah, to start things off, kind of going to be trading one of these Apex accounts. I don't know if it matters to show the account numbers or not, so I'm trying to err on the side of caution. Just so if that is like, Mike, what are you doing? You're not supposed to show them. Just to make sure I'm covering myself from being reckless. But like, I got both these 100K accounts up into profit today. I had a really bad start to the session, but I ended up getting like rained out of the jobs I was going to do today. So I was able to spend a lot more time trading. And so what I'm going to be trading today is just one contract max, pretty much. A plus setup would be 2, but I'm going to be very disciplined when it comes to doing 2 of them, just because I don't want to give away the profits that it took a decent amount of trading to recover some of this like a negative attitude. Even I mean, today's been kind of trying. I'm going to resist the urge to hit a sell position right now, just because that's something I'm working on. It's just in my own discipline. The part of like one of my struggles is in doing like these streams, and this comes from like the music side of me that just wants to be entertaining, just that you have something going, so it's not just sitting and watching, but we're actually kind of fishing. And so I just got into that because I like that retracement back. This is looking like a bull trap to me right off the gate at 3 o'clock. Although that low didn't really get beneath those lows. That drop off was, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I'm going to do just a 25 tick stop loss. So like the master trader would have been still waiting for a deeper retracement than the one we got here. That was kind of a rookie. It is better than rookie. Rookie would buy it down here, but like has almost maybe 50%. Now we're set up in a kind of a drawdown that's not really uncomfortable, but it's just that patience would have added onto this winning trade, because I still feel like it's going to tank. just because it just got done tanking. This little impulse up just didn't really have that much steam to it. Barely even, I just don't feel convinced. There's weakness. That broke those lows. Well, double bottom actually, but it broke some of this. So we'll see what happens. Timing entries is kind of an art form, it seems like. And the thing with art forms is they take lots of repetition, lots of practice to get the timing. Guitars like that, and lots of things are like that, but guitars like that especially, where it's like your mind knows what it needs to do, like with the fingers, but you're just not able to like coordinate your hands that well yet. Or you just like try to play a song and it's just like doesn't sound right at all. I think about getting out of that guy. So we lost this first trade. It's looking pretty bullish. I don't know. I'm going to just wait and see because I don't trust it not to just get up here to this next level and then just flush. So I'm still going to be kind of looking for shorts. There was a time where I was a lot more bullish on what NASDAQ's doing. But after, hitting new highs and then consolidating for so long and then tanking, I don't know, we'll see. It just looks a lot like a bull trap to me. With it being 3 o'clock power hour. I mean, the conditions this morning were not great. Anything can happen with trading, but I was thinking earlier, I was on taking a walk, and I was just like thinking about abundance mentality in trading. And how a lot of times what you like resist persists, and with like losing streaks and just bonehead decisions and everything, it's a lot of it stems from just fear, like fears of missing out, fears of loss, fears of all these scarcity related things. That's not helpful. It's actually, I feel like, one of those animal thought forms that just makes you reactive and not able to actually see clearly what the market's doing because of like getting snagged on these lures, basically just jumping in at these let's just take that first little W, a little $10 we're open to the abundance of the universe here. I think this I think it's going to go up another couple levels here before possibly getting shorted. That's why I want to kind of switch bias. It didn't drop very convincingly, but I also feel like you start small, getting in that receiving mode, and it kind of starts spinning that momentum in a positive direction. But the thing with like the abundance thinking, like I was like on the walk, it had to do with just like operating from like true abundance. It would mean I don't have to make anything today, or I could hit my daily loss and not really give a shit because there's plenty, and I don't. And you can almost see where the scarcity thinking comes in, where it's just like, oh, I have to hit my goal, I have to do this, or I'm a loser. All this like negative self-talk. Part of like the way I'm working at elevating my consciousness is just to stop doing that. It's just not helpful. It makes your vibes suck. And I've seen too, how just in my own life, how when you have these like level ups in consciousness, then like almost like mystically the outer events and circumstances of life start to correspond. It's like money blocks are I believe a real phenomenon. I'm gonna close this and take that profit. Again, just saying to creation, I'm in the receiving mode right now. But like yeah, there's so much when it comes to blocks that once you let go of them, it's like the floodgates open and you level up, and yeah, you hit that next level of like an obvious milestone, like people can see it, but it started from changing like your beliefs and not being in fear ultimately. I'm gonna catch this buy. And we'll just do a break even. Yeah, but when I was like, thinking about that kind of stuff, though, if I felt like a bunch of like the mental resistance, I'm just gonna take profit again. Even though it's not really super huge profits, like I feel like there's something to that. Where you start just getting momentum in like a winning direction. But like I said, I'm not totally convinced that this is going up very high either. But yeah, it was like kind of liberating feeling of just like yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Where yeah, abundance mentality. I wouldn't really yeah, have all this mental resistance, and it just felt really freeing. So maybe that will show in my performance today on this live stream. I'm just shorting it. I just don't feel like the buyers are here. That drop down was kind of a kick in the nuts to the energy of this uptrend, I feel like. Maybe not, maybe that's just me, but I find the way these charts move to be kind of fascinating. It's almost like a language. I'm going to close this if that doesn't have like a pretty big pullback here to the downside. But since that didn't even come close to overtaking that level, I would assume this thing would just kind of just free fall down. I feel a little bit more comfortable just holding onto this trade right now. It's a new low. And this almost would be a 2 contract setup. I'm just kind of just resist that for now though. I'm ready to do it. But I don't want to be in at the same spot that I'm already in at, if that makes sense. Like if it goes up a little bit more, it might seem worth it. $40-$60 or whatever added to the take profit. Not really worth the risk of 2 contracts though. You know, sometimes I like to think about some of the other traders that are kind of watching the same charts. They just have like insane position size in on these little moves on the 1 minute chart, and by insane, like hundreds of contracts. If there's even people that are doing that, you know, if even at 10 though, I mean 10, what is that, $50 a tick? I mean, if you're doing like 100, is that $500 a tick? I'm waiting for that to just go up just a little bit more. If it does, I'm going to get 2 contracts then, because that's as good as we're going to get. Maybe. Not quick enough. Did capture some profit though. I'll be ready to short it again. I only do. I'll just do 1 contract, maybe 2. I don't know. He's going a little bit heavy. Yeah, for the situation, I'm going 2 contracts and pretty big stop loss just because of the bull trap that this has just made. I'll probably even. So pretty much this is going to be the trade for the power hour here. And if I happen to lose this, then I don't want to keep burning up into the profits that I already made. And no, it's just kind of a waiting game. It's the same pattern that gets me kind of stuck in this position. You know, I think it's important everybody practice radical responsibility for everything. Oh, Mike, the market's just random and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but when there's things that keep happening over and over again, then it's, you can start telling yourself that that's not a random thing. It's just something that needs corrected. And so, like, for me, one of those things that needs corrected is, thinking that that I'm gonna miss out. That's the biggest thing. And so I have to really be mindful of that as like a lure that can get, because like this would be an awesome time to be on it now. That would have been a huge capture on the way down. Now I might get stopped out. You have to look around the camera to see even what the hell's happening. And this is to the wire. I used to trade a lot of Forex and like the pound dollar specifically. I went months and months and just traded at New York session, Asian session, London session, you know, just every day, all day long, and that thing moved like a change up. It's like that's how it would trick you. It would just be like, oh, it's gonna fall down, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down, and then it's like it goes, and then it's like nope, and it just creeps, and it's just such a mind fuck, basically, you know. It just I'm trying to look around here as I'm talking. That's what this trade is feeling like to me. It's just like, come on. it's I guess entertaining. I feel somewhat entertained by it, even though I'm like gotta look at this weird angle to because I don't want to disrupt like the what's going on for you guys' view. This is starting to work out. That was a close one. Now let's see if this turns into the greatest victory ever recorded on trading a trading live stream, and it just drops 5,000 ticks. Yeah, if something like that happened, we'd be in a big shit show, financial collapse. I think. I don't know what would happen if the market just tanked like that. I'm gonna just look at it on this one. That you guys can watch it on the 1 minute. I'll watch it on the 15. Oh, I could just do that too, not be a Riri. But yeah, if I would have not gotten in that kind of that mode of thinking, oh, it's just gonna just fall off a cliff right now. That was part of it, you know, to dissect why I didn't get to capture a 0.5% or $500 move, which is 0.5% on a 1K account. Yeah, it has to do with thinking this candlestick was gonna then just keep dropping like a rock. That was the mistake in getting in on that, and then ultimately getting in way too heavy then too. You would think that it wouldn't take 500 times of doing it in a stupid way to get the point, but I am going to get out of this trade at the first one. If it drops, it's slightly above this high here, which would make me question whether to hold it past. You know, I want to hold it past break even, but I'm not going to let it turn around on me either. You know, that high wasn't higher than that one. But it would make me wonder if once it got down here, depending on where it closed, if it didn't close beneath that, I would think it'd be really suspicious for moving up a little bit higher. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't really know what the hell's going to happen. I do feel so far like the stop loss placement was a good choice to give it that much breathing room above it. I know it's starting to tank. I'll get my finger on the button because the first big drop, I'm going to just get out of this position. I don't know, maybe I'll just hold it. The 15-minute looks really nice for holding on to it for a minute here. The way the 15-minute chart's looking, it's looking really bearish. I don't know who looks at that and thinks it's not. But I mean, they could be right. I mean, I could be completely wrong. You know, I'm not saying that like I know what's going on, like and they don't. But just to me, it just after this big drop down, new low. You know, broke that new low. Huge drop down already. Oh, here we go. Let's let her rip. I'm going to definitely lower the stop loss now. Just because it's still not beneath this guy. I mean, yeah, the 15 minutes looking good, but I might be a little bit too cautious. Definitely want to give them some breathing room. We're going to keep an eye on the price just to see how the direction is going and how strong of the basically how strong the buying and selling is by how fast it's moving up and down. All right, so I'm going to call that a day. Let's double check, see how we did. I don't remember what the starting balance was, but we're still in profit for the day on both these evals. So it's 336. Is it a good time to walk away or catch this short? I think I just want to catch this fucking short. Although that didn't go beneath there, so kind of sketchy on whether or not let's try it one more time. And this is just the grit in me that, you know, sometimes that has served me well in life, of just not stopping and just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. Other times it's been a detriment, and so oops. I think part of the mistake too is getting 2 contracts. I think next time I'm going to resist that even stronger. I did have one success of that today, of hitting 2 contracts and getting a $500 win, but the losses have been not close to outweighing that. Maybe more in the future. The problem with having that option on the table of putting 2 contracts on it for A pluses is like, oh, then everything just looks like an A plus. Like I said, we'll do one more trade here because I just would love to just catch this thing falling off a cliff today. It seems likely that I could, because this recent high here was lower than this guy, and that was what I was kind of concerned about. You know, was this wick was wicked high, just a little bit above that previous one, but now that didn't overtake that, hopefully I'm kind of in alignment with the other traders in the room, where it's just like, oh, that didn't get above that. We're at the top of this thing. I don't know. We'll find out. Sometimes I get married to an idea, and this doesn't serve me well. I'm just gonna get out of this trade. I should have listened to my intuition and just been done. Yeah, I need to take more fish oil. I don't even remember what the balance was before that last little drop there. That was only like a $50 loser. So basically ending today what was that, $485 in profit. Or oh wait, what is this? Profit loss, yeah, 485. Okie dokie. So I'll do the math. Yeah, this thing is so tempting. Look at this thing over here just dancing around. The fish just had to bite the lure. Oh yeah. I would have been so pissed if I didn't get this trade. Let's see it break that support. And we're about to see a monster win at the end. The buzzer beater. I'm just going to get out of this trade. I'm going to get back into it. Yeah, I'm being kind of reckless here at the end. I just have this feeling it's just tank. $344. Let's get out of this. What am I doing? Basically give all that profit back. Okay, now we'll see. Is this not updating? Yeah, I don't know. I'll do the Oh, I see what's going on. I'm in the Top Step account. Oopsie. Alright, well, I'll have to figure out the math from that. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to bounce for the day. 345. Yeah, I think I'm going to bounce. So, thanks everybody for watching the Power Hour here. And until next time, God bless.